Welcome to Godfather Barbecue and Italian. So today we're doing something extraordinary, exceptionally extraordinary. We're gonna take our basic Italian homemade, handmade sausage, and who doesn't like caprese salad, right? Mozzarella, tomatoes, basil. If you're not having it inside a sausage, a little olive oil on there, oleo. So I had the idea, why not combine it all into a sausage, okay? And for the sake of transparency, I'm reshooting this video with the first ingredients part because we had some audio issues. We did launch it. I'm just reshooting this part. You're going to see me from beyond here with a beard, okay? Don't freak out, just so you know what happened, okay? So we're going to do the initial intro with the ingredients, and then we're going to put it back right to the grind where we grind it. So ingredients are for this. I'm telling you, folks, if you've never made sausage, please give this a shot. I do this once a year, mainly in the spring or summertime. Everybody that has it is like, oh my goodness, what is this? So please just give it a shot. Anyway, here's the ingredients real quick. I got some kosher salt. I'm working on a 5 pound batch here. Okay, just want you to remember that everything I tell you is based on a 5 pound batch. 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 1.5 tablespoons coarse black peppers, coarse as you can get it, 16 grade or whatever you can get that or beyond. I have some granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon. Okay. I've got 1 ounce per pound of a mixture of white wine and water, 50-50 mixture. So 5 ounces of white wine and water here. I've got some ground fennel. You can use fennel seed. This can be tough to find. 1 tablespoon of either or, ground fennel or whole fennel seed. Okay. Oregano. Not a huge fan, and most things love it in this. 1 tablespoon of ground oregano dried. Cherry tomatoes. We're gonna slice these and we're gonna have these. This is 2 pints. I'm gonna use about half of this, so 1 pint of cherry tomatoes. Fresh buffalo mozzarella. Okay, this is 1 8 ounce ball. I'm gonna use two of these. Okay, I have one left. I used two in the first video, so the ingredients will stay consistent. Okay, fresh basil, very important. Fresh basil. Forget the ground in this part of it, because when this comes out, folks, we want it to look like the Italian flag, and it will. You'll see when I do the video. But this flavor will carry through the whole. You ate them. You're like, I can't believe I can taste the basil through the whole sausage. Yes. So it will kind of get concentrated and meld into the sausage. So we're going to use 2 ounces of fresh chopped basil. I'm going to chop it rather large. Mainly just take the stems out and have the leaves, okay? Fresh pork butt. Tina, what do we call this around here? Where are we from? Boston. Boston butt. Okay. Pork shoulder butt, otherwise AKA Boston butt, okay? I'm going to use 5 pounds of this. This is about 8. By the time I cut the bone out, this one happens to have a bone. You can get them boneless, whatever. I'm going to cut the bone out, but end up using 5 pounds of this. I'm going to chop it in about 1.5 2-inch cubes. Okay, so it'll fit nicely through the grinder. And again, don't put the bone through there. Debone it. I'm going to have a little left over I'll use for a future date. But 5 pounds is what this whole thing is based on. You want to make 7.5 or 10, just adjust the ingredients by that 5 pound base mixture. We'll see you at the grind. All right, back for the grind. You see here what I've done is I've cubed this up about 1.5 2-inch cubes, just so they fit through the grinder. One very important thing, I let these chill down in the freezer. You need to work with almost frozen meat. You got to keep everything cold for the consistency of the fat. Otherwise, you'll end up with a terrible sausage, okay? So the grinder was in the freezer, the attachments. And that's the other thing. I'm using a coarse grind here. I believe it's a 3/8 grind, but Tina, if you want to, you don't want it so coarse, but like a medium coarse, so that way it works well with, because we have some other items inside the sausage, and I like a coarse grind anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and grind that. I've got everything, all my ingredients chopped up. I've got my dry seasonings mixed. I've got my cheese, my mozzarella and tomatoes sliced. Basil I used, this is 2 ounces chopped, and I want it big because I want it to show up in the sausage. Same deal with the tomatoes. Okay, so I used a pint of tomatoes, 2 balls of mozzarella. I don't know if I'm going to use all of this, but I definitely have enough. And again, it's to eye at that point. All the dry seasoning. So what we're going to do is grind it. I'm going to add the dry seasonings in the water wine mixture and give that a good thorough mix. Because after that point, I just want to layer on the basil, tomato, and cheese so it spreads evenly, and I know it's going to be distributed well. If you try to do it all at once, it may not come out that way. All right. And the other last little tip I want to share with you is if you're not sure about your seasonings or whatever, do fry a patty off before you stuff them. Okay, because once they're in the case, it's too late. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead with the grinding, and then we'll season them up. All right, so we're gonna get them seasoned up. Again, I'm gonna go my liquid and my dry spices, good thorough mix. I mean, very thorough, and then we'll come over and try to as evenly as we can distribute the remainder of the tomato, mozzarella, and basil. All right, so we're gonna get ready to stuff these. I'm using natural hog casings. I find them at Whole Foods. You can get them online. Best way to do it. If you can't find them, the synthetic ones are fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get the stuffer set up, and it's easy sailing from here out. We'll see you soon. All right, so we're ready to stuff. I like to lay down some aluminum foil just to, as they come out of the stuffer, they're easy to move because I like to coil them up. So this helps with that. All right, here we go. I'm going to apply some pressure just so I can size them how I want. I don't want to overfill them because I want to avoid breaking the casings, okay? So here we go. If you get air pockets, just have a toothpick or something like that handy. Out of casing here, so we're going to tie it up here. All right, so these look beautiful. As you can see, they're just like the Italian flag, red, white, and green. I'm going to go ahead and prick these. You can either use a toothpick. I'm using an actual corn holder. It doesn't matter, but I just want to get the air out and also prevent them from breaking when we're cooking them, okay? Sorry about the dog. That's Gus. All right, that's good. And the linking part is very simple. If you want to see more detail on it, again, watch the original sausage recipe we did, but make them whatever size you like. This is the easiest. I mean, there's many ways, but give this a little bit of bend and work in here so you don't break it. And just give it a twist, okay? 3-4 times one way. Come down. Find your next, your next sausage. Try to make about the same size. Now you do have stuff in here, so you got to, there's cheese and whatever it is. This is a little trickier, so don't get frustrated if you break one. Just separate it there and move on, okay? So we're going to go the other way with the twist now, okay? I'm going to come up, do the next one. Now this one's going to come this way, or I can go this way with the other one. Same deal here. Now this one's going to go away from me. This one back to me. This one away. This one back to me. Okay, now you have them all linked up. These are going to be delicious. Unfortunately, the video is not long enough for me to be able to go out and cook and try it with you, but rest assured, try these. What a great summer sausage grill. Just have it straight up. Very good. Go whatever side you have, but a great summertime grill sausage. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe. It's much appreciated. We'll see you soon.